Wait, NFTs, aren't those dead? A few years ago, NFTs took over the internet. From profile pics to $1 million JPEGs, the hype was everywhere. At its peak, the NFT market was valued in the trillions. But now, the excitement is gone. Most projects have collapsed. Even major platforms like OpenSea are scrambling to survive. And they're betting everything on a new token, SEA. So today we're diving deep into what NFTs actually are, why the market collapsed, whether it can recover, and how platforms like OpenSea are trying to evolve with tokens like SEA. So let's get started. What are NFTs and why did they explode? NFT stands for non-fungible token. In simple terms, it's a way to own unique digital assets on the blockchain. Unlike cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or Ethereum, which are interchangeable, NFTs are distinct and traceable. Think of them as digital certificates of ownership for things like digital art, game items, music, virtual real estate, membership, and certifications. Back in 2021, NFTs exploded. Everyone from celebrities to global brands rushed in. Some examples: people sold digital art for $69 million. NBA highlights were turned into collectible NFTs. In-game NFT items traded for thousands of dollars. The logic was simple. Just like people who own rare baseball cards or artwork, now you could own rare digital items and trade them. But the collapse happened. The reality kicked in. By 2023, the bubble had burst. Projects were abandoned, scams piled up, hype drained out, users realized most NFTs had no real value or use. Trading volumes plummeted, prices collapsed, and faith in the entire NFT space vanished, especially for those who saw NFTs as nothing more than speculative assets. NFTs are not dead, however, they are evolving. Here's the thing. NFTs as a concept didn't fail. Speculative NFTs did. Now a new era is emerging, one based on utility and real-world use cases. Blockchain-based memberships and access passes, real estate title tracking, event ticketing, identity verification, in-game item ownership, and resale rights. These aren't about flexing a $300,000 monkey JPEG. They're about embedding ownership and authenticity into digital life. One major player hit hardest by the crash is OpenSea, the largest NFT marketplace. At its peak in 2021, it saw $5 billion in monthly trading volume. In 2024, just $190 million. Revenue has plummeted. To survive, OpenSea is pivoting. They're launching a new platform, OS2, aiming to go beyond NFTs into a full digital asset exchange. Key changes include aggregating listings from multiple marketplaces, supporting cross-chain transactions, lower fees, and now launching their own token, SEA. OpenSea's SEA token is being positioned not as a speculative asset but as a core part of platform functionality. Highlights will be airdropped to past and current users, available even to US users, intended to be used inside the platform, not just for trading. The strategy is to incentivize engagement, reward loyal users, and rebuild a long-term user base without relying on hype. But can a token revive a platform when the entire market has changed? So is the NFT market coming back? No one knows for sure, but here's what's clear. The speculative phase is over. Utility-based NFTs are gaining ground. Major players are repositioning themselves. New platforms and use cases are still being developed. NFTs aren't dead. but they're no longer fun and games. They are evolving into something quieter, more functional, and possibly more permanent. And the SEA token, it may or may not succeed, but it's a symptom of where this market is headed. Final thought is this a new beginning? The question isn't are NFTs over? The real question is, can NFTs transition into infrastructure instead of collectibles? Can platforms like OpenSea adapt fast enough to stay relevant? Will people still care about digital ownership when the hype is gone? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you've ever bought an NFT or thought about it, what was your experience like? Do you want more content like this? Firstly, just by watching my videos until the end, you help me a lot. That way, TikTok shows them to more people. Next, join my Telegram group, Fans de Julian, where I share my new videos first. Lastly, if you really want to support me, you can subscribe here on TikTok for just $10. Every little bit of support adds up and helps me keep creating content like this. Thanks so much. That's all for now, baby Julian.